What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another predicted lineup. The international breaks are now firmly put behind us, and now we can look forward to and concentrate on Tottenham for the remainder of the season and that top four race. And another big game this weekend in search for the top four. We got Newcastle at home, a fixture where we don't usually actually do well in, but Antonio Conte has been speaking in the press conference, and let's go through the team news.
Yeah, so we have no new injuries after the international break, which is really, really positive news. Ollie Skip and Ryan Sessegnon, Conte says he hopes to have them back next week, which is also very, very positive. However, Jaffa Tanganga obviously remains out for the remainder of the season, so we're not going to see him again until next season. But I'm glad we've come back from international break with no injuries. It's really good news.
Yeah, I think it could have been a different case if Romero actually got on the pitch for Argentina.
Yeah, definitely.
But luckily he wasn't. But let's get into our predicted lineup, and I think you all know who we're going to pick. But we'll go through it anyway. We're going for a 3-4-3 formation. In goal, obviously going to be Hugo Lloris.
Yeah, and usually it's the opposition keepers having a crazy game against us for when it comes to Newcastle. But hopefully Lloris won't be too tested in this one.
Yeah, let's hope so. And to be honest, in a lot of the games recently, he hasn't been that tested, has he?
True.
So Lloris in goal, right wing back. We're going to stick with Matt Doherty, who's on good form.
Yeah, and apparently he had a good game against Belgium during the international break. Apparently
he had a good game against Lithuania, I heard.
Yeah, but still, rather have a good game against Belgium. Keep his confidence up, and I'm sure he'll be starting again. He's been playing well recently, so I think he retains his place. Yeah,
and he's got a tough test this weekend up against probably St. Maximin, who will be starting probably on the left-hand side. And he's going to have a lot of backup, obviously, with Cuti Romero in the right centre-back role.
Yeah, and Conte was asked about Romero and why he went to Argentina. He said he doesn't really understand why. He said it was a weird decision on the player's part, but he's just happy that he's come back with no injuries and he's back early. And I'm sure he'll be starting on Sunday.
It's the first two players in terms of Romero and Lo Celso ever to be called up while suspended for both games.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's a ridiculous thing. But anyway, Romero on the right, in the middle, going to be Eric Dyer.
Yeah, and he obviously remained at home during the international break, and I'm happy about that because it means some more rest. He'll be focused on Tottenham, and hopefully he'll be focused on playing as well as he can to get on that plane to Qatar. So, yeah, Dyer will have to play.
Yeah, so Romero and Dyer, and then Ben Davis to make up that back three.
And he obviously came home early from the international break with some tightness as a precaution, but Conte said he's not injured. He's going to be fit for the weekend, so that's really good news.
Yeah, and it was nice words actually from the Wales manager Page. He was saying that we just sent him home as a precaution because we owe Tottenham a lot because of how good they've been with us with the international players.
I'm guessing maybe Bale or some stuff. I don't know.
Bale, Roden, Davis.
Well, how good have we been with Davis and Roden? What have we done?
I don't know. We've let them go.
Must be something to do with Bale. I don't know. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, maybe. But to make up the back five in the left wing back role is going to be Sergio Reguilon.
Yeah, with Sessegnon still injured, there's only one player to pick, so Reguilon gets the nod.
Yeah, so let's run through that back line with you one more time. This is Hugo Lloris in goal, a back three of Romero, Dyer and Davis. Reguilon on the left, Doherty on the right. In the middle is going to be a Bentancur.
Yeah, as Conte was saying, he was hoping to have Skip back next week, so maybe that will change in the coming weeks, but Bentancur for sure. Apparently there's a lot of excitement for a Bentancur Skip double pivot, but for now I think Højbjerg and Bentancur, we'll get into Højbjerg to say, but Bentancur's playing well, so obviously he keeps his place.
Yeah, and it's going to be a big task up against Newcastle midfield. Bruno Guimaraes obviously playing really well at the moment. Alongside him going to be Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
Yeah, and I think he's really stepped up in terms of performances of late. I think he's playing at a really consistent level now, and I think him and Bentancur are have made a really good platform for the team to build off.
Yeah, and it's like when you cast your mind back to the peak Pochettino team, there was like combinations all over the pitch, weren't there? And I think we're starting to see that now a little bit creeping in. Obviously, it's nowhere near what it was then, but that is one of the key partnerships, isn't it? That's kept us going the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's them two in the middle. On the right-hand side, we're going to look at Dejan Kulusevski.
Obviously, Bergwijn had a brilliant international break, didn't he? Scoring 3 goals in 2 games, so he'll definitely be saying to Conte, look, I'm still here. But I think Kulusevski's playing so well at the moment, and even though he didn't have the best international break, he's playing so well for Tottenham. You got to keep him in the team, and I think, he has to play.
Yeah, and it's interesting what Conte was saying on Bergwijn in the press conference. He said that Stevie has a lot of potential and offers something very different to what the others offer, but he needs to believe in himself more. What do you think that actually means? Like, yeah, he needs to believe himself, but he goes over to Holland and smashes it out. Maybe we need to believe in him a bit more.
Maybe that's also true, but I think maybe he's talking about when he does get on the pitch, he needs to, because sometimes I feel like he doesn't have full confidence going for goal. He needs to really take the ball by the scruff of the neck and make sure he's making an impact. And sometimes he gets in really good positions and doesn't make the most of them. And maybe that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. All right, so that's Kulusevski on the right. Up front is obviously going to be the main man, new player of the month, record holder of the player of the month, Harry Kane.
Yeah, and he's obviously going to look to increase his goal tally. He's on 12. He's going to want to reach at least that 20 mark by the end of the season. So I'm expecting big things. And obviously Harry Kane, as much as Conte as well, wants that Champions League football. So he's going to be well on it. So Harry Kane, of course, has to start.
And obviously to make up the final 11 is going to be Heung-min Son on the left, back on the score sheet in South Korea. And let's hope he gets back on the score sheet on Sunday.
Well, he scored in his last game for Tottenham, so I'm sure he'll be fit and firing. And I think there's 8 goals in his last 8 home games. So I'm sure Sonny, I'm no doubt about it, he'll be back on it on Sunday. And that partnership will be at full force.
All right, so let's run through that lineup with you guys one more time. Hugo Lloris in goal, Romero, Dyer and Davis making up the back 3. Doherty right wing back, Reguilon left wing back, Højbjerg and Bentancur in the double pivot, Son on the left, Kulusevski on the right with Harry Kane up top. So an unchanged lineup, for the 3rd week running or something like that?
More than that, potentially.
Yeah, but if that is the lineup, what is your score prediction?
I'm going 3-1 Tottenham.
3-1. Who's going to score?
I'm going to go Kane with 2 and Son with 1.
Interesting. All right, I'm going to go for 2-0 to Spurs. Hopefully it can be more if we kind of hit them early. If we can start the game like we did against kind of the Everton, where we got 2 goals within the space of 20 minutes, the floodgates could really open. But Newcastle have shored up their defence of late. Eddie Howe's doing a really good job there. They are a tough nut to crack, as they showed against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. So it is going to be a difficult game, and they do usually play well when they come to us. But I'm back the boys, and I'm going to go for 2-0 to Spurs, and I'm going to go for Kane to get 1 and Kulusevski to get 1.
All right.
That is my prediction. I want to know your predictions in the comment section below. I want to know your lineups in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.